Okay, I'm going to turn the volume down on here, and I know you can't see me yet, so that's something I need to sort out. So I'm on the front camera, and I need to just take that volume down, and I need to turn that volume off because there seems to be some reverb. So you can't see me yet, so it's all going swimmingly, isn't it? But it's all good. No, I don't want that camera. Let's get rid of that. And let's go for camera. Oh my days. I knew this would happen. I know you can hear me, but you can't see me. So if I close that down, let's leave that. Oh, there I am. There I am. There I am. We're live. We're good. We're okay. We're here. That's what was going on. It's because I had it open on my computer at the same time. And here we are. And it's not really close up again, but that's absolutely fine. Anyway, thank you for joining me, everyone. Lovely to see you. I'm going to go to your comments. Good evening, Helen. Good evening, Dawn. Never miss a chat show again, it says. Lovely to have your company, everyone. So I think the camera is sort of like in reverse, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get through this. So just move that there. So I'll wait for a few more people to come on, and then I'm going to introduce you to my brand new range. In fact, if I just do that and go here, let's see if that makes a difference. And if I come back there, I don't know, that's probably not going to make a difference at all. There you go. So lovely to have your company. I hope you've all had a lovely day. I don't even know what day it is today. I should do because I'm doing a Facebook Live and I've organised it. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Of course it is. It's Wednesday. Hello, Katie. How are you? Are you on your bike tonight? I wonder if you are. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So I do have a brand new collection to share with you. And this is really weird because I'm looking at the camera. And as I look at the camera, everything I'm doing is kind of in reverse. But that's okay. That's okay. So these are in my right hand, right? Or are they in my left? Or is that my left and that's my right? I don't know. So I've got a brand new collection to show you. And I'm really excited about it. I hope you're going to like it. It's something a little bit different again. So I'll tell you the story. So it's called Quirky Quickies. And it's called that because when I sort of like get inspired to cook some dinner or do something, I want to do other things as well at the same time because I can't concentrate on one thing. So what I do is I pick up a pen or I pick up a brush and I just do some artwork. And these pieces of artwork have languished in books all around the house until about a month ago. Well, actually, it was before that. It was when I did a Facebook Live with the lovely Lou Sims and Julia McNeil. And I saw an image in the book and I thought, do you know what? I want to use that on one of my stamp ranges. And that's when the tiles came about, the first set of tiles. And then I started to see other images in the books. And I thought, do you know what? These could make great stamps. So I've put myself out there again and that's what they are. No bike tonight, I'm afraid. I've been to the gym straight after work this afternoon. That's all right, Katie. You don't have to be on the bike every time. So here they are. There's 6 of them. There are 6 of these available, and they are all drawings by myself. I'm going to take you through the boards and show you. And I'm going to take you through the inspiration as well. Okay, so let's put those down and let's start with the board, shall we? So you can see exactly where the Quirky Quickies come from and what they're all about. Okay, so let's grab these and take you through them one at a time. Let's start with that one and this one. Okay, and then I'll show you the artwork afterwards. Okie dokie. So let's start off with the Stargazer. This is the Stargazer. Here's the stamp just to show you. Okay, so what you've got in each of these stamp sets is a positive and a negative. So the positive stamp and the negative stamp. And you can see that because that part is cut out for the sun and that part you get an extra sun. So this is your Stargazer, and you've got your sentiments on here, which I thought were really nice. Life slows down beneath the leafy shade, and sheltered beneath the branches, sheltered beneath branches, even the smallest heart feels safe. So I'll show you the artwork for that after I've gone through all of the stamps. So that's Stargazer, available at the moment as a complete collection. These are your quirky houses. So you all know that I like, hello, you all know that I like, well, you might not know, I'm really into pareidolia or pareidolia. It's where you see faces and everything, and houses, I see faces in houses especially. So you can see here that positive and negative. You've got a row of houses, a little bit of snow, quirky sun, and then you've got the positive and the negative. And the sentiments with this is home is where the Wi-Fi connects automatically, because let's face it, it is, and home is where the art is. And that is actually from a line of a Soft Samsung, but also home is where the art is. So that's that one. So that is your Stargazer and your quirky houses. Let's turn this around and come to one of my favourites, Jazz the Fox, named after the wonderful Jazz at Clarity, who I send all my drawings to and say, right, I want to put these into stamps. Will they work? And she's so magnificent. She really is. And she's got gorgeous red hair. And I said to her, I said, you know what, Jazz? This fox is you. So you are Jazz the Fox, and this is Jazz the Fox for you. But of course, you all know that I live in Leicestershire, and I'm a big Foxes fan for my sins. So this is Jazz the Fox. This is believe in the magical of nature. And when the fox hangs out with the, when the moon hangs out with the fox, expect magic and mischief. And you better have. So that is your fox. And then we'll move over to the ash trees, which I love. And again, I'll show you the inspiration for these. I thought this to be quite a nice little generic set. Can you still see that? Okay, there you go. So I've put on here, hope you have a great day and happy birthday. So I'll show you some inspiration for those in a moment. And then, hi Janice, sorry I'm late. I'm very upset tonight. Oh dear, Alan, we'll talk to you about that in a moment's time. Okay, so we've got the other guy here. So this is your mystical hair. So he's sitting there looking out. This was my attempt at sort of like mythical and magical drawings, but I still like them. So I've brought them to the table as such. May all your dreams come true is sentiments, and every star is a little wish waiting to come true. And that's why he's there just staring out at that path that kind of isn't going anywhere. So it's not geographically brilliant, but it's my drawing. And there you go. And then this one I really love. I changed this slightly for the stamp, and I'll talk you through the process of that and why I did it. This one is From Me to You, and a tiny light can illuminate the largest unknown. I really like that one. That's one of my favourites. So would you like to see the inspiration and where the artwork came from? So first of all, let's start with the one I've just showed you. So let's show you Into the Night, that particular stamp set here. So all of these drawings have they've come out of here. So I sat down with a piece of paper or a canvas, and I started to draw here. I changed slightly for the CY in a moment. Where it began, actually, I've got the book here. I'll show you this one where it began. I think it's in here. Is it? No, that's the fox. Okay, so it kind of started like as a sketch in a book, a white gel pen. So I scribbled that down, and then I thought I'd like to paint that, so I did. So this is the original painting. As you can see there, you've got your little hare, you've got the man in the woods. The trees are very big, aren't they? When I painted this, it went a bit wrong. And that bit got a little bit wet, but it's still okay. So that was my attempt at being mythical and magical. But I like that. I like the blue there to give the reflection of the moon and the sun and the shadows. So that's where Into the Woods came from. Original artwork for that one. I'll show you the stamp again. That's the stamp there. And that's the original artwork. So I changed it a little bit just to make it metric, because I like the look of that. And I thought that would work really well with the positive and the negative, like the black and white. There's a famous artist that does artwork like that. I can't remember who they are, but it's kind of along those lines. I'll show you some samples in a minute. Let's move on to, whilst I've got it open, let me get the board out for you. I think I've just put it here. Let's move on to the mystical hare, which is this one. Okay, so again, this was drawn in a book with a white gel pen. So I didn't really change a lot about that. This bit here annoyed me to make it into a stamp. So I put that into Procreate. If you know that, and you put it into your iPad. And I just changed that a little bit to make it a little bit more sort of symmetrical, maybe. So that's the original artwork for that one. Okay. So we'll put that side and we'll put that just there. We'll move on to Jazz the Fox, shall we? Now, Jazz the Fox has taken on quite a few different forms because I've always wanted to draw a fox, but I wasn't quite sure how. So that's the quirky houses, I think. Okay, right. So this is where there might be a drawing under there that might become easy. This is where kind of the fox started, a little bit of scribbling in the moon. And so I didn't really like that. Then I did another drawing. Where am I? Pointing my fingers. There. Oh, you saw something. That side. And then that progressed. Where are we? Was it into the white book? I tried to organise all this before I started. I knew I'd lose a page. Or is it in the other book? Let's go through these. There's quite a few drawings in here that might turn into stamps. Quirky Quickies. Let's put that one there. Hold the line caller. I'll put you through in a minute. Where's the fox? There's always one that I miss or I misplace. It's not there. That was Into the Night. That was the one that you've just seen there. That's what I'm going to show you in a minute. I'll come across the final part of the fox in a minute. I'm sure it might be in here actually. But you saw where the original idea came from. And then I turned Jazz the Fox. I'll find it. So there you go. So that's where that originally came from. And then the birch trees right there. I love birch trees. And this was just a sketch that I did with some pencils. So Jane bought me this for Christmas. So I decided to do some pencil art. And that is where the trees came from. Now, to turn it into a stamp, I didn't want to have that shading down there. So again, I wanted it to be a little bit more geometric. So that's why I've brought that out just there, as you can see. So that is the drawing that translates into that. Have a look at the quirky houses. So that's those there, as you can see. So they began life like that. With the little faces on, but I wanted to do them a little bit differently. So I started to put a little bit more detail in, like put some lines in and shading, made them look a little bit more like face-like. So that is the artwork for the quirky houses. So that's that one. And then, which one have I not showed you yet? Oh, I know. This one. The little hare under the tree, the stargazer just here. So this is the original. So this stretches across 2 pages with the moon up there and some stars. But I was a little bit worried about how this would translate into a smaller stamp. So I took away this part here and just added a few little love hearts. And if I go back to the boards, which is here, you can see then, you can see what I've changed. I've just taken the lower part away. If I hold that there, you can see that. So that's the original for the hair. Now, I've not had these very long, but I have done some samples to show you. So with the quirky houses, you can extend those. I thought that was quite nice, just putting different colours on there. I'm just gonna have a look, see if you at your comments as well. Oh, hello, Janet, how are you? Um, okay, Alan, oh, bless you. Okay, yeah. So you can extend the houses if you want to, so you can see there. So that's the one stamp, but stamped twice, just moving that along, as you can see there. And then I just put some colour on there. This is the Stargazer, just on some companion papers from Clarity. I was at the Clarity weekend, so I picked these up and I thought these would be really nice just to simply and effectively stamp out on, just to show you the imagery. So you see, it's just a really nice way of doing a notelet. Little practice there with the houses again, or you could just do them in the plain or add a little bit of colour. I really like that technique of adding colour. We've got the Stargazer again with the with the sun that you can see there. Then this is Into the Woods. I like that. And I've just, can you see that? And I've just coloured the lantern. So it's really effective on the shadows. I really like that one. Really like that one. I don't know why I put a person in the woods with a hare watching him or her. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I just thought, ooh, it's magical. Um, and it's turned out really nice. Hill, I don't know, you decide. I know I'm over the hill. I don't know over that hill. Now that sun that I've done black there, I've also done it here. I've done it. And remember, these are very quick samples for you. So you've got the sun. I made them there in the Heron a little bit bigger from the original drawings. Again, I did that through Create. So that's quite atmospheric, and with the tree, just a little bit blending, like the grey and the purple to give the effect of cloud. I've got a masked out the moon behind there, and then just simply put, I thought that's quite effective. You can also use that in Halloween. The houses could be for Christmas. So put a hill in the background, for example. You've got snow there. I've added a little bit more snow as well. Be a little Christmassy scene. Christmassy. Is Jazz the Fox. Now you can buy to make your own masks with. So you could mask out the fox if you're doing effects like that one. Okay, so that was the chair, by the way, not me. So you've got the whites coming through of the fox. So I thought that was quite nice. And the little notelet at the bottom, which worked really well. Again, just stamping on plain paper. And I've only done this because I've only just got the stamps. I've got a show on Hobby Maker this Sunday. So if I go to that, it's Sunday at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So you'll be able to see that. And I've got that one there. Oh, hello, Sarah. How are you? They look fabulous, said Sarah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I mean, it's nothing like your standard of drawing, Sarah, whatsoever. Sarah Payne, what an artist she is. So it's not along your lines. It's not along anyone's lines because it's just me. And I thought, took a risk here, and I thought I'd bring them out and show you. I like them. I've liked what I've done with them so far. I'm going to have a really good play with them tomorrow because I've got a show. I sent them to the design team, but because I've only got them this week, it might be that I don't get any samples from the design team. So I'm not expecting any. I would never, put that on them. But so I've got to work tomorrow to do that. Now, if I go here, that's the ticker. Have I got anything in there? Those are my QR codes. It always looks different on your phone when you do it here. Okay. I think I've deleted them all. But that's fine. me. Oh, I could actually send you a link and get you on here. I've not done that yet. So yeah, so that's the link again for anyone that's missed that, and show you some samples as I go along. So you've got the wonderful hair under the tree, the stargazer. So life slows down when you're underneath the leafy shade, and I've also just made a little tag there as well just to show you. It looks really sweet and nice. You've also got the quirky houses. I love this one, just splattering of color underneath, or just leaving it black and white. There's a positive and a negative as well. So if you wanted to colour them in and make the snow look a little bit whiter because of the card underneath, you can do, but I've just extended that with the houses. You've got wonderful Jazz the Fox there. Let's hope our foxes get jazzy at the weekend, shall we? Just so you can see that. And you've got the capability of using masks with the fox, so you can mask it out as well if you want to. Here's another one underneath the leafy shade, which is beautiful. And you've got those. I really like these. I think card, or just you could add or some other stamps that you might have, but a nice cool background, the green of the grass just blending in and just keeping it really or really messy like that with the houses. I can't pick it up, I've got no nails. Hold the line. Let me do there. And woods, which I really like, quite very. It's very again, isn't it? 60s, that kind of artwork. Just putting a little bit of a yellow line on there. I think so. And then you've got that wonderful mystical hair. I've not done a lot with that yet, but I've just stamped it out so you can see that. But that's the whole set. There's 6 in total, and it's going to be live on Sunday at 6 p.m. I did have some available actually as a free sale to my members of Timestamp Creations. However, I'm not sure if I removed them off the website. There might still be a few left on there. I don't know. If you want to go there, timestampcreations.com, and have a look at those, then you can do. But that's the brand new collection. Oh, yeah, because it's just, yeah. Thanks, Sarah. I really appreciate that. You must check out Sarah Payne's new got, by the way. If you don't, it's a fantastic idea, and it's all been made and designed by Sarah, and it's a way of cutting, you know, the threads when you're doing your sewing. My days, I always struggle with that when I'm using my sewing machine. So it really is. It's pretty and it's perfect. So it's pretty perfect. It's perfectly pretty. There you go. It sounds better, doesn't it? Okay, so Timestamp's brand new collection from Ball on Sunday at 6 p.m. on Hobby Maker. There might still be some on my website from the pre-sale yesterday, but I'll be putting more onto the website on Monday. That's the way it works in TV land. So I'm not going to keep you too long, because I know lots of people are doing lives tonight, so it might be a case of just bouncing around and having a look at what's going on. You can always watch this again. It's going out on YouTube, it's going out on Instagram, and it's also going out on Facebook as well, so you can always watch this again. But I'd like to say thank you very much. I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Thank you everybody for joining me. And I hope you like the new collection. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Whenever you put something that you've drawn yourself, your own personal time, on your sofa of an evening, just doodling away. Will anyone else like it? I don't know. I turn my doodles into stamps. So I'm going to see how you get on with them. And if you like them, who knows? I might have a few more in this book that I might release one day. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for all your support as well. It's always appreciated. It's just me. Well, when I say it's not, I design everything, draw everything, I take them together, and of course, wonderful Jazz at Clarity. I send all through to her. She turns them into stamps. Jim's there as well, the stamps this week for me. So thank you to the team there, to Barbara, the charity weekender. So thank you to accepting me there as well. So I'll see you on Friday. I've got a live with Julia McNeil Sims. We've got some news. We certainly have. I think we've got it at 7 o'clock, so join us there. Hopefully we're going out on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook as well. So that'll be nice. So some good news there coming up. And then the next time I see you on 10 o'clock will be on Hobby Maker on Sunday. And I can't for the life of me bring the ticker up because I think my other stream, it should be there. I know I've got my QR codes, for example. That's the QR code if you wanted to go for the tile collection or the leaves, the stencils that are all on the website at the moment. So they're all there and you can see those as we flick through. But the actual ticker to show you has been deleted. No, I don't know why. Oh well, never mind. Right, okay, so I'm going to see you on Sunday on Hobby Maker. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night, and I'll figure out how to end this live in a moment when I go back to the main screen, which is here, and then I can end the stream. Thanks everybody. Thanks very much, everyone. What kind